Tim Halliday, a retired United States Navy submarine captain, gave a presentation during this past Korean War veterans meeting.
So what I really wanted to do is give them some idea of how submarines operated, what life was like on a submarine, and a little bit of what a submarine commanding officer does.
Halliday also included in his presentation a summary of his career in the Navy.
I've served on 5 submarines, and my first one was an attack submarine, USS Hammerhead, and my senior position on there was as weapons officer. And then I went off to USS Nathaniel Greene as the ship's engineer officer. And in 1983, I relieved Lee Watkins as the commanding officer of USS Hammerhead. I've been at the Korean War veterans meetings here in Marshfield one time before with my mother. And during that time, she mentioned that I was a submariner. And I was asked if I would be willing to come back and do a presentation. I said, sure. It provides information to veterans about what other branches of the armed services are doing and what their capabilities are. It maybe sparks a little interest in somebody, not necessarily any of the veterans there, but maybe they have grandchildren who are interested in the service and they might go home and mention, you know, it might be a good idea to look into the submarine force thing. You might like doing that.
Tim Halliday's mother, Mary Halliday, is a Marshfield resident, a World War II nurse, and is currently 99 years old.
The Korean War vets actually adopted her because there aren't very many World War II vets around and they don't have meetings. So she marches in parades in Marshfield, and she actually was the Grand Marshal for one of the Veterans Day parades in Marshfield, I think a couple of years before COVID. And so she got to know the other Korean War vets who march in the same parades. And so she asked if I could come and do the presentation, so here I am.